so y'all couldn't just like adopt a kid? Not like a goat, like a human, like a human kid. Okay. Alright, welcome to Taste Take. If you're new here, I give spoiler-free movie and TV reviews. Give you a little background, just letting you know if I think it's worth checking out or not. If that's something you're into, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for your boy. For my regular taste takers, wait, no, I'm not saying that. I cannot say that. For my regular taste takers, let's see if this movie is good or bad. Ugh. Never mind. Quick background here. Lamb is the newest movie from A24. It was directed by Valdemar Johansson, and I would ask what this dude is eating before bed to come up with stuff like this, but the story of Lamb is actually based on traditional Icelandic folklore. Okay. Lamb stars Noomi Rapace, who you may have seen in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Swedish edition, or Netflix's What Happened to Monday. It's actually a good movie on the low. Check it out. Her husband in the film Ingvar is played by Hilmir Gunnarsson, and Bjorn Harrelson plays Ingvar's brother, Peter. I'm sure I pronounced both of those names correctly. The film was shot in Iceland, and the whole movie is spoken in Icelandic with English subtitles for my simple American mind. Alright, plot time. Alright, where do I even start here? Alright, let's start simple. Lamb is a story about an Icelandic couple named Maria and Ingvar. Huh? So far so good. Seems like a pretty ordinary movie. They live in a super rural area and just manage a farm with a bunch of sheep. Again, there's no spoilers in this review, but in the trailer, you can see Maria standing at a grave, and we can assume that it was a child that they lost. Their whole lives revolve around managing this farm and taking care of these sheep. One day, they're in the barn delivering these baby sheep. Huh? Oh, a lamb is a baby sheep? Okay. They're in the barn delivering lamb. But there's something different about this one. Now, the audience can't see it, but you can tell from their expression that something ain't right. And instead of letting this baby go hang with the other lamb and sheep, they decide to take it inside and raise it as their own child. If you keep watching the trailer, you can see this thing walking on its legs. Like, just two of them. So it's to be assumed that this lamb has some human in it. There's nothing weird about that at all. But can Maria and Ingvar raise this lamb human, lumen, as their own and live happily ever after? You gotta wait and see. And now we got a movie. It's not a weird movie at all. So what's my take? This might be the weirdest movie I've ever seen in my entire life. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's whack. A24 is known for taking risks, but also for making some really good movies. Some of my favorite movies recently have been A24, like Uncut Gems, Fire, Zola, Waves, don't sleep on Waves, Moonlight, Champ, you remember that crazy twist. On the Rocks, The Farewell, the list goes on. But they also got some movies that I didn't like the worst movie ever made, The Lighthouse. What I will say though is that they're taking risks and they're putting out some unique stories. In a world of remakes and sequels, there's still some people out there looking for some original stuff, and that's A24. So with that said, Lamb is super weird, and that shouldn't be a surprise to anyone that's seen this trailer, heard of it, or even just listened to my little description right there. It's listed as a horror, but it's not scary. Is there a genre for creepy, but not scary? Okay. You'll know by my description alone whether this is the type of movie for you. If you don't like weird movies, or unique, or the supernatural, or paranormal, or just half human, half lamb things, you can just skip this one, because you can just skip it. They know. But it is shot very well, it's acted very well, especially by Noomi, and it even has a comedy aspect to it, even though it's told as a serious story. Like, for example, look at this cat. This cat knows there's some weird shit going on. In all seriousness, when you look past the science fiction, there is a very real story here being told about the lengths that people will go to have a family, or what the grief of losing a child can do to you. And even beyond that, what happens when humans take stuff from nature that isn't theirs. Low key, There's some levels to this. I didn't think there's some levels to this. And at the end of the movie, no spoilers, of course, you're left thinking about it the whole way home. Not all your questions are going to be answered by the end of this movie. Maybe none of them. Not everything is going to make sense. Maybe nothing makes sense. But sometimes those are the best movies, the ones that leave you with something to interpret at the end. Shout out to A24 for inviting me to the screening to this down in Brooklyn. Even cooler that the director and the star of the movie, Numi Rapace, was there to answer questions. But the next time you invite me to a movie like this, I'm gonna need that +1 because I need someone to talk to about this. Y'all had me taking the train home alone, just thinking about my thoughts. The point is, if y'all go check this movie out, bring a friend because you're gonna have things to say out loud. Don't be like me who had to just try to explain this movie to people that haven't seen it or the trailer. Try that. It's not fun. Just bring a friend. I'll go again. I'm gonna give Lamb 3 stars. If you can get past how weird of a movie this is, or if you like it even better because it is this weird, go check it out. I just still have so many questions. Like, did Maria's husband just get lonely one night and just go down to the barn and, yeah, that's gross. But if he did, is it even possible to have a half lamb, half human kid thing? Naturally, that question took me to Google, where I looked up if a human can impregnate other animals. The FBI should be at my door any minute. The good news is, we can't. Sheesh. Interspecies breeding is essentially impossible because we're too far apart genetically to have any viable offspring. The bad news is, we tried. Yeah. And when I say we, I just mean this one Russian dude named Ilya Ivanov, and that was in the 1920s. Your boy took his own sperm and tried to impregnate female chimpanzees.
That's weird.
What's worse is that he also planned to use male chimpanzee sperm to impregnate human female subjects.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Luckily for mankind, all these experiments failed, and those human women never were tested on because his apes died before the experiments could take place. So, I mean, gone too soon to those apes, but like also, yes, thank you. There's actually a rumor that Joseph Stalin, you know, like that Soviet dude, hired this guy to go to Africa to make these half human, half apes so that he could have an army of super soldiers. Naturally, this story has never been proven, but it's out there. Imagine the Cold War where it was like American humans against Soviet half. Okay, forget it. Okay. I digress. If you're into this sort of crazy stuff, go check out Lamb. If you think this movie is too crazy, go check out the new James Bond. It's just good old-fashioned humans doing human things, solving mysteries and crimes. But for my explorers out there, Lamb comes to theaters on Friday, October 8th. As always, thanks for checking out Tate's Take. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. In the comments, please someone watch Lamb so I could talk about it with another person who has seen it. Because right now, I'm at zero people I can talk to about this. I'm trying to explain it to regular people in the street and they look at me crazy. So please, in the comments, let me know if you have seen this movie or if you plan on seeing this movie so we can talk about it. Thanks for the time, y'all. Peace.